Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is the weekly trade updates that I have for the 4 pairs that I trade and the 1 pair that I monitor always continuously. So basically I trade 4 pairs: GBPUSD, USDJPY, GBPJPY and USOIL. Then I closely and always monitor BTC USDT. So on BTC USDT we don't have anything much because I've actually done a separate video on BTC earlier today, right? I did a separate video on BTC earlier today, highlighting the fact that I am on a bearish trade right now on BTC, and I expect price to keep on coming down until that whole move is exhausted. I still have we have a support level around this place that price hasn't broken out of yet, but whenever that happens, we are expecting price to keep on pushing downwards, right? So that's what I'm expecting here right now on BTC USDT. It's very simple. If you go to the daily time frame, basically you can see that overall we're in a bearish trend, right? And this is a trend line that price is kind of like testing, and I still expect price to go up and hit that trend line before it breaks. Hold on, I still expect price to come and hit this trend line before it's going to break down from this support structure here, right? Before it's going to break below it, then retest, then keep pushing downwards. That is what I'm expecting on BTC USD. I am on a short trade right now, so I'm still bearish on BTC USDT. So I'm just going to move quickly to GBPUSD. For the week, what do we have? So on the daily time frame, simple, I'm just going to go to the daily. We can see that price has broken out of this our downtrending trend line that we have here, but we are still not going to be in a haste, right? The only reason I'll be interested in buying GBPUSD if price breaks out of this just resistance level here, right? That is the only reason I'll be expecting to buy GBPUSD, and the only reason I'll be expecting to sell, obviously, if price breaks below this trend line and this other trend line, retest it, then I'll be looking for selling opportunities to the downside. So basically there's nothing much there. You can see that on a weekly time frame we are actually in an uptrend. On GBPUSD we're in an uptrend, but right now we are kind of like bearish. So basically the whole move is going up, right? But on this particular time frame right now that we are in, the market is bearish. It has broken out of, but it has not still confirmed that it might be a fake out. Who knows, right? It might be a fake out. So we're just going to keep calm and observe the market if it's going to be completely bullish or bearish. So these are the only reasons I'm going to be taking a sell trade or a buy trade on GBP USD. So I'm just going to move quickly to USDJPY. USDJPY had a whole lot of news coming from last week, from when the Japanese were dumping the American bonds and buying more of their own bonds, so that for them to keep interest rate at a reasonable dovish price, right? So basically they want to increase the value of the yen. So if that happens, if they keep increasing the value of the yen, we can see USDJPY moving downwards, right? If that happens, they have already started implementing things. Even the United States has also the United States has sold some of the euro bonds that they have in their portfolio and bought more Japanese bonds, right? So that the value of the yen is going to increase. So if that continues to happen this week, we are going to see a more bearish movement for USDJPY. Right, that is that on that. So basically, if that happens, what we should be targeting should not be this, right? That should be a smaller target. The best target, if I'm going to be honest with you, should be this, right? This should be our best target for USDJPY whenever that happens, right? Because the market has opened now. This is Monday morning, and this is 12:34 a.m. right? So basically, this is what I should be expecting if we keep, dumping every other person's bond and buying more Japanese bonds, right? Japanese yen is going to gain more traction, is going to gain more value, and when the Japanese yen gain more value, what happens? Of course, the US dollar is going to drop in opposing to the Japanese yen, right? But if that doesn't happen for some reason, whatever they are planning is not going according to plan, this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting more buys, right? So basically, if price breaks out of this level, this resistance level that it's currently under, I am expecting, if price breaks above it and gives us a retest, that is a more reasonable time for us to take the buys on UJ. But right now we are looking for sales on UJ because of the economics, right? What the market is saying right now. Same way we are looking for sales on UJ, we are also looking for sales on GBPJPY too, because it's also a Japanese pair, right? So that is that on UJ. So on GJ, you can see how beautifully price has broken below the trend line that we have currently here on GJ, right? We're going to go to the higher time frame. You can see that it has been trending upwards week upon week upon week, but right now what they are trying to do now is going to make the Japanese yen gain more value or increase in value, and if that does, it is going to increase in value opposing to the United States dollar. And if that happens, guess what? We are going to see a downward move or downward push of the GBPJPY, because the Japanese yen is going to gain some value. So basically, we are going to see a downward move, and if the downward move happens, we should be finding ourselves around these regions that I'm currently marking, right? I'm just marking them for, not just for marking sake, but these are the best regions of take profit, or the regions I am supposed to look out for when I want to take a trade on GBPJPY. So basically, that is that for that. Right, I'm just going to scale down to 4 hour. There's nothing much here to see because this is an overall weekly analysis, not just like a normal daily analysis like I do, right? This is weekly. I'm giving you what I feel is the best possible option for price to move throughout the course of the week, right? So basically, I'm expecting a retest should happen from now to Wednesday, then the push down back. That is what I'm expecting on GJ. I'm not in a haste to take any trade. I'm just going to monitor, watch, and observe, right? So that is that for that. That is that on GBPJPY. So I'm just going to go to USOIL. You can see on the daily time frame, we are not in a very, very favorable condition right now. Right, you can see what the market is doing. The market is a little bit bearish, right? I just want to adjust these trend lines once again because they do not look correct. So I'm just going to adjust a little bit. One thing about trading that you have to understand is that it is a sum of little improvements. Trading is a sum of minor improvements that you make every day, right? You have to be on time, you have to put in the work, but you also have to make this minor improvements every day for for you to be a better trader, for you to be a better trader, for you to be a better person, and all of that, right? So basically on US oil, I don't have much. We can see the market is going down. We're expecting more bearish move. If that happens, the trend line looks phenomenal at this point. I am looking to look for shorts whenever the price breaks below this area of support, right? There's also a possibility of price coming to hit this trend line before it goes down. It is not a trend line validation, or it's not a validated trend line if it has not touched 3 times. So what I'm expecting basically is for price to come here, give us that move, then come down. I'm going to adjust that, just give me a minute. So basically this is exactly what I'm expecting for for US oil right now. I'm expecting a move there, a breakdown, and a breakdown is not just going to go down, it's going to go down, retest, probably play around here a little bit because of this level, right, before it's going to go down completely. So basically I trade pure price action, no indicators, no whatever, just pure price action. So basically this is what I'm looking for on the weekly time frame. If you want to start scaling to daily time frames, you start looking for patterns and all of that. But right now this is what I'm seeing, and this is what I think that these pairs are going to do for the week. Another thing you have to understand about trading is that because I said them doesn't mean that they will happen. Right? This is just my own personal projection about the market and how it's going to play out. So thank you very much, and that is the end of the analysis. And I would also like to ask you to please like, share, subscribe, and comment also, because this is going to help me during my journey. Documenting this hasn't been easy for me. There are a lot of days where things haven't been going well, but I still have to do this for you people and for myself, for my own personal growth, right? So that is that for you. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye.